and I'll start recording. So for those of you who came in late, I'm going to quickly go through the list that I've already covered. And guys, if you've already heard it once, that's basically what I'm going to do this time. If you have additional questions or different challenges, I'll be available on Zoom here for about half an hour, and then I can do another one later this evening. I'll have to move it inside because it'll get hot. Okay? So if you've already heard it all and are good, watch the recording, reinforce, you can drop off if you want to, or you can listen again. Sound good? Okay, so lab updates. Let's see. We've had pretty good results. I've really been impressed with the students so far. It's gone well. Nothing's gone bad. One computer wouldn't work properly, and I found out that it was the microprocessor didn't seat just right for some reason. Anyway, I fixed that. So everybody's building a computer, and they're awesome. Friday was a bad day. It was one of those 100+ days, and I found if I'm going to walk around, my mask is going to be on when I'm right next to somebody. I can't handle the breathing and the heat at the same time. Let's see, good results, my students. I am trying to get something opened up in the evening. You know, I had to go and appeal to have this lab open. I'm going to appeal to have a weekends session and evening sessions to help the students that are working or can't make it in for those reasons. I'll try to get an extension of a week or so for the labs, but you know, that's all I can do is try and then get ready for next semester. There are questions on CompTIA, and the way this stands, if you can take the CompTIA and complete the course, we'll convert you to an A. If you can take it before the end of the semester, we'll convert it to an A. After the semester, let's see, I don't know about grade changes, but that's something I would look at. You're going to have to get Mary's permission to have that included. It's beyond my pay grade. I can't change grades or accept outside certifications for grade. And I explained earlier, I want to make sure everybody's got a rock solid course that can't be challenged later. You weren't here when it happened, but there were challenges to credentials, to classes, to locations, etc. And I want to make sure that you guys don't have to face that, all right? I want my students to have the best. The incompletes that I went over earlier, but we hit it again. The way an incomplete works is you request it. If you're in good standing and we grant it, then you make up the class in the fall, basically just the part that you missed, which would be lab. The challenge is my labs are full, my classes are full, and I'm not seeing a lot of classes. Now, my hope is that I can get something done, all right? You have to take the CompTIA in a certified setting. One lady was looking at it, and I think she could do it online, but it had to have an online proctor. I'll find more about that. And ACC does give you a discount, but I don't know if that goes to the online portion. All right. The test will be distributed tomorrow, and you'll have until Sunday night to complete it. Of course, chapters 10 through 19. 3 hours from the time you start till the time you stop. It's open book, open note. You're on the honor system. Don't make me come out of retirement. I don't like doing that. It's been really good so far, and I really enjoyed meeting with the students. I can't tell you how much I've missed dealing with you. Those that have had the lab, it's fun. You know, you get to touch stuff. It's even more fun when I can lecture and show you and let you touch all the stuff that I have, but you know, it is what it is, okay? But I think you guys are doing great, very hardworking, and I really appreciate the can-do attitude. Okay, so I will leave it open to questions at this point. I can't go into personal grades, etc., but if you have something that I've missed and you want to ask a question, I'm here for you right now.
So do we have another lab next week?
Yes. What I'm doing is I'm doing the second lab and the first lab simultaneously. If you haven't done the first lab, it will be available next week. If you've done the first lab, I'm going to have you build a RAID, redundant array of independent disks. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's going to be done outside the case, but actually you get a better look at what a RAID is. And I have all the equipment down there set up. It's all brand new. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Plus, it's great on a resume or an interview question. They're going to ask about RAID at some point, and you're going to talk their head off. It'll be fun. And it'll be probably a full 2 hours on that one.
So do we need to send another email regarding the timings of the next lab, or how do we need to schedule?
If you have a change from your last lab visit, yes.
Okay.
Or if you haven't attended a lab yet, yes, please send me an email. It's gone pretty well, except for poor Miss Cho, which I miss totally.
So I have it scheduled it on this week Friday. So it's going to be next week Friday too for me, the second lab.
Actually, I still have slots available on Thursday all day and on Friday afternoon.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
You bet. I'll be looking for an email. Okay. Let's see. Travis, did you have a question?
Yeah, I did. So on the CompTIA A+, sorry, I'm at work right now, so it's I'm trying to multitask a little bit.
Okay.
So with the CompTIA A+, if we pass 1001 and 1002, were you saying that that's going to essentially help us pass the class without having to do the labs?
Yes, that would give you an A.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because my problem is I worked for IT tech support for a mortgage company here in Georgetown, and there's 4 of us supporting 370 people, so I can't really walk away Monday through Friday.
I feel your pain. Been there, done that. If you want to worry about whether or not you made the right career choice, that should be a big yes. They can't do it without.
Outlook and Microsoft 365 Enterprise has been down from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. today, so that's been a fun time to triage.
Well, it's rough times, but it's going to make a great story later. Also, you guys are getting the experience that's going to let you do a number of things. We're running out of college professors, and this is a great job. It takes generally a master's, but you'd be surprised how fast you can do that with just taking some online classes. Good pay, good hours. You get to work with nice young people and get to stay current in all the new equipment. And it's wide open, guys. You guys are going to have such a good career. This is fun. I shudder to think what my niece is doing, giving people degrees in anthropology. What are you going to do with that? Or philosophy. I have a lot of people come back and take these classes. Yep, nobody's paid me to philosophize. Okay, other questions? I'm here. Guys are scary.
Professor,
Yes, Connie.
about lab assignment 2, when is the due? The lab assignment 2?
It comes right down to it. I'll accept it up to the last day of the semester. But if you're having trouble doing it, let me know. I want you to make sure you can get through that. The virtual machines are getting to be a big thing. We deal with the small ones, but they're starting to think that's probably the wave of the future. By using cloud computing and virtual computers, they're cheaper, faster. All you need is basically a gadget to connect the high-speed cloud services, and then you're good to go. Also, a great opportunity for employment. So, did that answer your question, Kamani?
Yes, sir. So, how do we have to submit it, the assignment?
Basically, take a picture of your virtual machine running. That's all I need.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You bet. One of my students asked me about Ubuntu. Why use that? Well, it's free. And one of the nice things is that since it's free, you can use it anywhere. Like, you got to have the system up tomorrow. We just need to be able to commute on the internet. Well, hey, that will do it. It's free. It's easy to load. It takes very little equipment in terms of resources. You can load it on a Raspberry Pi, and it runs like a champ. Okay. Additional questions? I'll just stare at you. I'm sorry. You've taken a class with a crazy Santa Claus.
Professor, I hate for you to repeat yourself, but could you tell me when the exam will be available?
Yes, ma'am. And it's okay, Mandy. I'm here for you. I will release it tomorrow, probably early, so I
Okay.
don't forget it later in the day when I'm tired. And it will be due by Sunday night. So you've got plenty of time
Sunday.
on that one.
Awesome. Thank you.
You bet. As I get older, I dream about taking naps.
Good question, Professor. Do we need to take the exam to pass this class, or is taking this class qualifying enough?
You do not have to take the CompTIA to pass the class. No, sir. There's a kind of a branch, between certification versus academic. I'm the academic portion. And somebody says, why do you want to take the academic portion? Because at some point, they're going to ask you, what do you know? The certifications sometimes don't have you touch the equipment. Hence, I'm able to give you that experience. And then you're available for some of the more intense things. So no, you don't have to take it. In fact, you don't even have to have it. I'm teaching this stuff and I don't have that. Does that mean I'm bad? No. What that means is I went the academic route, and somebody pointed out once, well, I have an A+ certification and you don't. Well, that makes you qualified to work for me.
Well, thanks
That
for letting
didn't
me
go
know.
over just real well. but that's the nature of it. People that have gone the certification route have done quite well. If you demonstrate the good skills, certifications can go a long way. The challenge is when you go to get a promotion, they're going to promote the person with a degree versus the person that just has certifications.
Professor, for this CompTIA exam, do we have to perform the labs also? I mean, do we need to do some practical work or something, or it's just multiple choice questions?
It's just multiple choice. It's all reading material.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You bet. Mohammed, how are you?
Good, good.
Okay, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. You came in late.
Nice to see you again. Sorry, I was sick for a few days. You know that I mailed you.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. I've recorded this session, so what I'll do is I'll post it.
Yeah, I see. I followed them. Thank you.
You bet. So that'll work out pretty good.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Let's see, other stuff going on. Yeah, I was talking about the earlier. We don't know how bad this thing's going to be or how good. You really can't tell. They were saying the numbers are increasing, and they found out the numbers are being recorded wrong. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But I lived through chicken pox, mumps, measles, polio. Man, being a kid in the 50s and 60s was like swimming in a pond at a cattle race. There was lots of stuff out there. But the life expectancy was only 65 back then, so I'd have been dead for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I really like being alive. There's one more plate of nachos I just got to have. One more movie I want to see, a book I want to read. I want to see my kids get a little bit older, grandkids, so I can spoil them and give them back.
I see.
Ready? Anything else, guys? Well, tell you what, I will put, if you have something you want, you can always email me and I can do an individual chat if you'd like. So it's fun. It's so odd, and I've really enjoyed seeing my students this week. I have missed you terribly, whether you know it or not. I'm a touchy-feely kind of guy. Yeah, Mansoor, did you need something?
Well, sir, so I just came. I didn't know today we are having a session. So yes, tomorrow, are we, I missed what you said in this meeting. So I just want to know if the lab is still there tomorrow.
Yes, it's going to do it tomorrow. I've got slots available at 10 o'clock and at 2 o'clock. Then on Friday, after 2 o'clock.
Okay. All right. So anything important I missed today?
I've recorded this session. So what I'll do is I'll post it on Blackboard as a YouTube. Would that be acceptable?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Sure. And if you don't see what you need there, just don't hesitate to email me, or we can do a Zoom. Sound good?
Okay, perfect. And just one thing. So when is the quiz? When is the lab due and the test?
The test will go out tomorrow, probably in the morning, and it'll be due by Sunday night.
Okay. And the lab?
The lab, let's see, lab 2, I'll take it up to the last day of class, but
Okay.
you probably want to knock it out sometime soon.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
I'm just too easy. I'd hate to say I'm liberal because that's kind of not my thing.
I like the people who are liberals.
Well, the deal is to educate you, not to torture you. I leave that to liberal arts instructors are unhappy.
Well, the objective is to have the students learn something, and shouldn't be like to penalize students, right?
Well, I went to school when they would penalize you, and Dr. Winren Poo, differential equations, only guy that taught it. Now I had to take an English proficiency test. He didn't. And he'd go, turn page 1, read page 1, turn page 2, read page 2. If you have a question, put on paper, put under door. And then, well, how will you get back to us, doctor? Smart boy, leave room. That was not fun. We were scared of them. Oh, we all failed that class. That was differential equations. That was a senior level math class. That was after algebra, trigonometry, calculus 1, 2, 3.
We had like even worse days than you in our schools.
Mansoor, where did you grow up?
Afghanistan.
Well, I grew up in a little town in Iowa. We're done with a meeting, so I'm just sharing stories. And it was Protestant, a little bit of a Jewish community, and then it was like 98% Catholic. And back in those days, they were pretty mean to the Catholic kids. I mean, they'd whoop on them. So after school, they'd go either beat up a Protestant or a Jew. So after school, I'd go and run and hide, and I'd hide in the synagogue. And Rabbi Weinberg took me inside and says, now, Jim, you're a nice boy. I don't mind you coming here, but you're Methodist. And why don't you take some of my guys over to the Methodist church and let them see that, okay? And then when I was 12, I grew almost 2 feet and put on 100 pounds. Time to go hunting. Well, the guys that beat me up stayed inside that summer. Anyway, I'm going to burn in hell for that one, but hey.
I see.
All right, guys. Well, I'll go ahead and end this, and then I will post the recording here it takes it about 20 minutes to convert and then post to YouTube. Sound good?
All righty. Thank you so much, Professor.
All right. Well, thank you so much for showing up today. I hope everybody is healthy and safe and well. And we've only got 3 weeks left. Yes. And then we can go on vacation. Oh, wait, it's all closed. Anyway, God bless. We'll talk to you soon, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Professor.
Bye-bye.